all so much depending on the start that Olsner got such a good one, and Lanneman Tent inhibited a little again, allowing the East German girl to get away from her. She came back to her for a second, and then as we reached the halfway stage, Olsner on the inside lane was going away. The battle was on for second place between Lanneman in lane 2 and the two girls nearest us, Sylvia Chivas and Storasheva, the Russian girl. Olsner, really, what an athlete this girl is. Only 19 years old, 10.88 her best time, and they wondered about it then. Chivas finishing very fast, Lanneman in lane 2. It's a question of who got second, and Lanneman did just, with Chivas in third, the Russian girl fourth. Could possibly be a personal best for Sonia Lanneman, but she will be unhappy about that start once again.
40,000 pairs of eyes. Juantorena Boit, Hayam, Eniet, Bayer, Klachy, Wulbeck, and Sriram Singh, the Indian finalist from Montreal. Juantorena and Boit already met once. It resulted in a world record for Juantorena. Mark Eniet there in lane 4, the third fastest man in the world, behind Juantorena and Mike Boit. That's the reception for Alberto Juantorena.
The draw for position is shown on the scoreboard on lane number 1 with number 204.
The double Olympic champion, Alberto Juantorena, drawn on the inside right next to his main rival, Mike Boit,
Olympic champion,
the 28-year-old Kenyan and Commonwealth record holder, the second fastest man in the history of the event. Running for the United States of America, Mark Eniet there wearing 804 just on the left of the picture, the third fastest man in the world this year. So the three top 800-meter runners altogether. 504 there, Olaf Bayer of East Germany. 404, Josef Klachy, who was nominated for the 1500 meters ahead of our own Steve Ovett, and then pulled out and put into this 800 meters. Many had hoped that Sebastian Coe may have made it, but his chances were ended by the next man, Willy Wulbeck, who put him out, pushed him twice during the European Cup final. There's Wulbeck wearing 904, broad red band across the white vest for West Germany. And outside Wulbeck, Sriram Singh of Asia, 7th in Montreal. So all eyes on Juantorena and Boit. Big Roy as they get away, and Juantorena looking over his right shoulder. Looks as though he's strolling. Huge stride length. This is why they call him El Caballo, the horse. And it's the Indian again, Sriram. He did this in Montreal, big surprise. Everybody thought he would die early, but he's gone off very fast, and he held out there to 7th place. The 1975 Asian champion, who ran 145.8 in 76. Juantorena bouncing along, and Mike Boit watching him all the way. The American Eniet on the inside, then Willy Wulbeck, then Klachy behind him. Tremendous amount of noise. I think the West Germans were hoping for a world record, and it's slower than that, 52.31, as opposed to 50.8 that he ran in Montreal. So this West German crowd, all 30,000 of them, getting a little bit upset. Juantorena deciding when to go, and he's decided to go, and Boit's chasing him, and Sriram Singh has gone. Willy Wulbeck has gone after him as well. Suddenly it's a three-man race, and he really looks as if he's just overstriding at the moment. 200 meters to go. Klachy coming into the picture in 4th place. Sriram going back, and then Eniet way back, 10 yards back from the pace. Boit still got pace to come though, and Juantorena's looking for him, and he's found him. Boit's on his shoulder. Juantorena starts to go away, but they're neck and neck in the home straight, and this could be a remarkable victory for Boit. But Juantorena's strength is again told, and it's less than a meter at the tape. And Wulbeck gets 3rd, and Eniet gets 4th, and it's still an incredibly fast time, despite a slow first lap. That's the mark of this man can run 1:44.03 after running 52 seconds and apparently strolling the first 400 meters. A magnificent race he was given by Mike Boit over the last 150 yards. But he watched him here, kept looking at him, stretched his stride, from 9 feet to 9 feet 1, and then 2, and then 3. And Boit really was with him here. At one stage, he just about had his best ahead. But then Juantorena opened up again the 400-meter speed that we know that he's got. It's a race for 1 and 2, and a second battle behind them. Wolbeck with the stripe across his chest, racing in for third. Plucky, all in white, and Eniot on the inside. And there's Juantorena looking to his right to make absolutely certain the clock has stopped, 1:44.03. And as Willie Wolbeck got there, just about. And the photograph will sort out. Mark Eniot, I think, perhaps was fourth from Plucky. 25-year-old Cuban double Olympic champion, the first man in history to achieve that unique double at 400 and 800. And he will run for the rest of the Americas in the 4x400 meters relay. Willie Wolbeck,
60,30 Meter für Teresa Senna
fourth
in
in the Olympic Games at 800 meters. And there's Mike Boit. The pair together, everybody's been waiting to see them. In Zurich they met last week when Juantorena beat Boit 1:43.64 to 1:44.64. 1 second between them.
victory ceremony, 200 meters women. The medals are presented by the president of International.
He's been beaten once at 400 meters this year. Seymour Newman of Jamaica had a rare victory over him just on the tape, but he's unbeaten at 800 meters. Are represented by the national squad from the Soviet Union. The United States of America are out in lane 7 in this 4x100 meters relay. Outside them are the East Germans, and a very good squad representing the Americas in lane 4. The European national teams chasing a European record of 38.42, and the Soviet Union quite capable of matching that. But this United States squad of Bill Collins, Steve Riddick, Cliff Wiley, and Steve Williams have looked very good in training too. So we could see Steve Williams against Bortsov on the final leg. Soviet Union have gone well on the inside. They're ahead of West Germany at the moment. Riddick running well for the United States of America. And on the outside, the United States come clear of East Germany. There's the American Cliff Wiley, who hands to Steve Williams. And it's the Americans in second place and Soviet Union third. Steve Williams has got the baton. The Russians had a bad change. Bortsov looked across. And it's going to be East Germany versus the Americans for second place. No doubting the United States of America. East Germany had a very good run and may well have got second. And that is a new world record for the United States of America. 38.04. Bill Collins to Steve Riddick to Cliff Wiley, and Steve Williams bringing them home safely. A new world record. What a way to finish this night of track and field athletics. A world record for the United States of America. 2 Olympic champions and world record holders beaten earlier. John Walker dramatically drops out of the 1,500 meters. Steve Ovitt went on to a magnificent win. Juantorena still waiting to hear the result of his court of inquiry over his bad start at 400 meters, which he lost. Superb night for West Germany, who won the hammer through Karl-Heinz Riem and won the steeplechase. When Glanz fell, Cast it was who won. Mike Tully of the United States of America had 3 very good attempts at a new world record in the pole vault, 5 meters 60, having won the event, but attempted 5:71 to win. Jacina Rapstein beat the Olympic champion clear. And still the question mark will be against Juantorena to see whether he might get a chance to run again tomorrow.
Und Achter Istiak Mubarak, Asien, 14,37.
14.37.
That was the scene last night in the Rhine Stadium. A bitterly frustrated Alberto Juantorena of Cuba, after finishing third in the 400 meters, having had a disastrous start because he did not hear the gun. Following a protest, a rerun of the race was agreed today, and we shall be seeing that race later. Also on the program, the 5,000 meters, in which Britain's Nick Rose competes against Miris Yifter, the winner of the 10,000 meters. There's a marvelous women's 400 meters in prospect in just a moment, as well as later the 200 meters and the 4x400 meters. There's Irina Shevchenko walking out. It's her clash with Marita Koch of East Germany that this 40,000 crowd are eagerly awaiting next. There's some very good quality field events in progress too. Dwight Stones, Rolf Bielschmidt and Fajola are already in progress in the high jump, as is Miklos Nemeth in the javelin. The sun is shining. There's absolutely no wind. That may not favour the javelin throwers, but it certainly favours the track athletes. And the crowd, if anything, bigger than yesterday. The 400-meter runners are already out, and here is Barry Davis.
And we're looking at the heir apparent to the Queen's title. The Queen, Irina Shevchenko, the only woman to win a medal at 4 successive Olympic Games. The world record holder in the 400 meters, and in lane 4, the girl inside her that we were looking at, Marita Koch of East Germany, 11 years younger, the holder of the East German record at 49.53, the second best of all time. The full lineup on the right there, Marina Sidorova, 24 years old, the Russian record holder. Then Aurelia Penton, who's 34, so Shevchenko is not the oldest girl in the race, which is a change for her these days. Then Marita Koch, medical student, European Cup winner, 1977 European indoor champion. Then Shevchenko, 3 gold, 2 silver and 2 bronze. She's won in 4 Olympic Games. Number 4, 5, 1 and in lane 4. Outside her, San San from Burma, 22 years old, representing Asia in lane 5. And then wearing 652, Werner Bernard, 21 years old, from Adelaide, Australia, semi-finalist in the Olympic Games. Then for the United States, 19-year-old Sharon Dabney from Philadelphia, the United States champion, in lane 7, wearing 852. And right on the outside, another teenager, 19-year-old Ruth Waithira from Kenya. But the battle between Koch and Shevchenko and the world record in jeopardy. Marita Koch in lane 3. There she is, number 552. Reached the Olympic Games semi-final, but had to withdraw because she was injured. The eyes firmly on the girl just outside her, Irina Shevchenko. They met in the relay, but Koch had such an advantage that Shevchenko, I think, felt, let's wait until we start on even terms. 11 years difference between the two. In the shadows of the sand on the near side. And got a false start from Sharon Dabney to begin the afternoon. Stadium holding just over 68,000 people, over 32,000 seats. And this World Cup going all around the world to 46 countries. Irina Shevchenko from Poland, representing Europe. There are people who paid for the seats just to the right of these two girls. Paid 60 Deutschmarks, over £12, those on the finishing line.